Hello. So the question that came in to me today is, can you get help from online sources to publish a book? Are there any free sites which can help? So that was the question that was sent in to me today, and we will see if we can answer this question. Well, first, that's an excellent question. The when we're first getting started, and obviously we don't have any money coming in to help pay for all of the different courses that we're going to be doing, this can be quite a bit of a challenge to figure out how are we going to do this unless we have money already saved up for it. And so that's one of the issues. The other issue is it worth paying thousands of dollars for a course or for people to do it for us if there is a way to actually get this information for free online? Well, this is Chris Baird from selfpublishingmadeeasynow.com. Hit the subscribe bell or leave a comment to help me produce more videos like this one. Also, check out in the description below for self-publishing secrets checklist. It's a free one and you can start earning right away. This is the checklist I've used to publish over 170 books. So let's move on to my story. When I first started publishing, I initially did in fact put in some seed money, some initial money into the process, but it really wasn't that much because ultimately it was just a couple Kindle books that I purchased that explained the process of how to quickly start publishing. And I listened to some podcasts, I watched some YouTube videos. I think my total expenses maybe just $10 or so. Then I discovered that I would need a cover, which would cost me $10, $20. I discovered that I was going to maybe need an editor, and that cost me $50, $30, $50, somewhere in there. I wrote the books myself in the beginning, and so I found that I could get a book out onto Kindle for I guess in all, maybe even under $100. If later on I learned how to even make covers myself, so that would they would be done for free as well. And the editing, I use some free software for that. So in the end, there are tricks to actually doing the entire process without paying any money at all. And if we look around, we start to discover a little bit of that. But I can say that once the money started coming in, then I went over to a number of other options. So let's take a look. So yes, it is possible to start publishing ebooks and even paper books for free. The best places to go, it would be YouTube. I also think podcasts can be very helpful. They also help motivate you. That what is important though is that you're going to want to be able to have the steps broken down in a very simple fashion, so it's very easy to follow. It is faster and more effective if you can pay to take a course. Uh, I don't know if there's any free courses online. I have my free checklist below that gives you sort of the steps necessary to publish. You can get that for free just so you get an idea. There's an awful lot of moving parts. That is to say, for example, if you want to have a cover, you want to have an effective description, you want to make sure that you're writing in a topic where people have expressed interest. These are all things that you're gonna want to be able to make sure that you have control over, right? The sometimes we can get a sensation of overwhelm. Too many things to learn, too many different options. We think the options sometimes are good for us, but in reality, options are not a good thing at all. In fact, they make things way too complex for us. And so, well, instead of going that route, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to simplify this down. And that's one of the reasons with Self-Publishing Made Easy Now, it is to try to break it down, to answer the questions. You can post your questions below as well to let me know what questions I should answer. I get so many questions every day, though, have to select which ones I'm going to make videos on. You're going to want to break down your self-publishing into the simplest steps possible and focus on one thing at a time. So every single day, we're going to want to make a little bit of progress as we push our books through the pipeline to get our first books out. They're not going to be perfect. They may not even be good, but we want to start the process. This is the most important thing. By moving forward, we see what we can improve on, as opposed to thinking I need to get all 1,000 of these different things down in place first before I can do anything. And that is a losing scenario, so you do not want to do that. Then once the money starts to come in, and your knowledge increases as you've been through. Perhaps you've had money to pay for courses and buying the tools that help make it easier. Jutoh is the one of the tools that I like to use myself with regards to formatting. It's the best on the market. Then you can start to increase the spend that you have. That will also give you the ability to spend ads. It will give you the ability to hire additional people. Like I hire virtual assistants, I hire people to do my cover, a number of the other functions, putting the books together. There's a number of things but initially it's actually to your best interest to do it, perhaps even the free or close to free route when you're first getting started, so that you yourself have a good idea of the steps that are going to be necessary to do the process, so that when you ask others to do the exact same steps, you'll be able to just follow along with exactly what they're telling you. I hope that makes sense to you. Well, why don't you tell me, what have you found? Have you found any free tools or courses, maybe free ebooks? I know I started with a free ebook that was got me excited about the idea of writing and the idea of understanding that you can literally just take a Word document and go straight to Kindle with it. And we're not saying making the best books in the universe. We're just saying, can we produce something that's going to provide value for people that are going to want to buy that book, and they're going to be able to put it into use in order to get started with the journey. As we move on, our skills improve and we get better with that. Tell me in the comments below what you have found. What courses, what books have you tried reading? Maybe certain websites. I would be very interested to hear what you've done. And check out the playlist that you see to the side here to get more videos and to stay. I try to publish daily. Thanks.